live from the Arlen Horton Sports Center Arena. I'm Stephen Bell. Alongside with me is Noah Frary, and we have an exciting game for you here tonight. The men's basketball team will be taking on Welch College Flame. I want to thank you if you're tuning in right now. We have an exciting game tonight. We had the Lady Eagles games a little bit early, and now will be the guys' game. Noah, what's going on for tonight's game? Anything from the previous game?
Yeah, so we just finished seeing a tight 59-57 game. Our Lady Eagles lost. We're coming into this game. The Eagles played Welch College earlier in the season, beat them 82-54 in the first game of the season. So we'll see if they can keep some of that good mojo going against Welch tonight.
Yeah, it was a good game, and here as well, we have a lot of people coming in here now. Struggled a lot on the road. Noah talked about a lot about that before the beginning of the game and later on, and we'll talk about it throughout the game as well, talk about different things going on with the men's team. But before we do that, we're going to introduce you to starting lineups with video, and we'll check back with you before the beginning of the game after the starting of the national anthem.
Welcome to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between the PCC Eagles and Welch College. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, we would ask everyone that can to stand, remove your caps, and join us in prayer to be given by Mr. John Tutton. Following prayer, please remain standing for the national anthem of the United States of America.
Father, we thank you for this evening. We thank you for the way you show your grace and your mercy to us. Lord, we pray that tonight's game would honor and glorify you. Lord, the fans, the officials, the players, Lord, we all would show that we are Christians and we're believers. Lord, we pray that you keep us safe on the court tonight. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting today for Welch College, number 0, Newman Ward. Number 3, J.T. Jones. Number 10, Luke Carlton. Number 22, Blake Stidham. Number 21, Chris Simon. The Flames are led by Coach Greg Fabush. And now, your Pensacola Christian College Eagles. For the Eagles, a junior guard sitting at 6 foot from Landis, North Carolina, number 2, John Clay. A junior guard sitting at 6'2" from Nassau, Bahamas, number 11, Ian Johnson. A senior guard sitting at 6'3" from Pensacola, Florida, number 12, Marlon Gardner. A sophomore forward standing at 6'5" from Norton, Ohio, number 21, Dakota Pratt. And a junior forward standing at 6'7" from Sagertown, Pennsylvania, number 41, Jared McGrillis. The Eagles are led by Coach Mark Getch with assistant coach Casey Christian. Officiating for tonight's game are Kevin Osmond, Solomon Banks, and Armin Bayatpour.
And you have it. That's the lineups for tonight's game. The men's Eagles will be taking on Welch College. If you're tuning in right now, I want to welcome you to tonight's game. Welcome back. First home game, first live stream game of the season. And it looks like a good crowd here tonight. We're excited. And it should be a good game. My name is Stephen Bell. Alongside with me is Noah Frary. We're going to be talking throughout the game. A lot of stuff going on. Stats throughout the break on the road trip. The Eagles didn't do too hot, but a lot of positives did happen throughout the road trip, and we'll talk about that as well. And it looks like tip-off is about to happen. And Dakota Pratt gets the ball off the tip-off from Jared McCrillis. Clay to Ian. Ian back to McCrillis. Gardner to Clay. Thought about shooting it. Gets it to Pratt. Back to Jared. And Gardner will shoot 3. He's been doing well so far.
So tonight for the Eagles, Steven, we come in, we're averaging right around 72 points a game. We're giving up 82 points a game. You don't like to see that. We come in ranked 3rd in the country, 43 rebounds, so it's going to be interesting to see how maybe those play out tonight. We're also 2nd in the country in turnovers. We've talked about that in past broadcasts, so really we're going to need to look to turn that around, play better with the basketball, take care of it, and we'll see how it all goes throughout the rest of the night.
And it looks like we've also had some players who weren't playing the beginning of the semester who are back on the team.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. You talked about the break. We went 1-6 on road trip. We've been mired in a 13-game losing streak, so we broke that the last game of road trip against Toccoa Falls. But coming into this second half, we've added 3 players that were starters for us last year. First of all, Deontay Hollims, great on-ball defender as well as a really strong scorer. We've also added Andrew Thomas and Seth Crane back, so some size down low and some size at the 3 position. So hopefully adding those 3 back, you should see a different Eagles team heading into this second half.
Yeah, we definitely need them. A lot of firepower there offensively and defensively as well. Welch looks to inbound the Flame. And J.T. Jones, point guard for the Welch Flames, will be bringing the ball up, trying to get a play going here for the Flames. Beginning of the first half, 13 seconds left on the shot clock. J.T. back with the ball. Blake shot it, missed it, and Jared McCrillis, and it looks like it'll be Eagles ball.
Definitely it's going to be a story to watch right now. You see Welch College has some pretty big guys down low. So really look at Dakota Pratt and Jared McCrillis as they're coming into this half. We're going to have to rebound if we want to stay in this game. So they're definitely going to be some players to watch.
Pratt lost it, get to McCrillis, he'll pull and a miss. Dakota goes up with it, and it's good. 2 points, first points of the night for the game. Ian Johnson there of the hustle play, and Dakota Pratt rewards his hard effort.
Yeah, right there you see an offensive rebound by Dakota Pratt, and I can tell you he does not miss from that range. So he's shooting a little over 60% on the season, a majority of them from right there.
And I heard he did really well on the road trip.
Yeah, he was one of the lone bright spots. You also saw some great performances out of Ian Johnson and Marlon Gardner. The biggest thing that we're going to need to see with these Eagles is for multiple players to put it together on the same night. We saw on a road trip, Marlon Gardner had a 26-point game against Piedmont. In that game, we had some other players in double digits, but he needs a second score. And then you see a game where Dakota Pratt scores 25 against Bob Jones University. We need more help. So to see these new guys coming back in and to maybe see some of the younger freshmen that have started to step up over road trip, step in, fill that void, and maybe create a second consistent double-digit score, I think that's going to be huge for the Eagles in this second half.
Ian had 2 points there. It's a 4-point lead. Coach of Welch saw enough, called a timeout, early timeout, but I think was very frustrated there. We'll see what happens with adjustments. And JT with the ball, he gets it to Chris Simon. Chris to Luke. Luke Carlton gets it back to, oh, no, he took it all the way. Ian Johnson with the rebound, gets it back to Clay. Clay to McCrillis. Pratt will shoot it. Ian Johnson with another offensive rebound. And he's fouled.
You saw right there some great ball movement, another strong offensive rebound by Ian Johnson. We're winning the rebounding battle early on. You see him now get to the line for 2, give us a chance at maybe a 6-point lead.
Misses the first. And Shavonte Perry will be coming in for Newman Ward. Makes the second. 5-point lead, and Welch has not been able to score yet. And you got to love the effort, with Ian Johnson on both ends.
Yeah, it's great hustle right there. You've seen him. He just had 2 offensive rebounds down on this end. Then he runs the entire length of the court and is able to knock the ball out of bounds to break up that wide open layup opportunity. So you got to love to see that if you're Coach Getch.
Javante Perry will pull up. It's no good. Another rebound by Marlon Gardner. He'll bring it up. Takes it all the way. Gets it to Clay. Clay back to McCrillis. McCrillis to Pratt. And a good ball movement. And Pratt just falls short there.
Yeah, that's a rare miss right there for Dakota Pratt. Don't expect him to miss too many of those tonight.
JT will bring the ball up. Gets to Javante. Chris Simon. Back to Blake. Looks like he traveled and misses. Gardner will get the rebound. And what a play! Marlon Gardner to Jared McCrillis, and he has the crowd off their seats. Wow.
Jared McCrillis, he's had kind of a down year this year, but those are the type of plays that keep him in the starting lineup. They're electric, and you saw it on the broadcast right there. The crowd got on their feet, they got loud, and that's a great way to start this ball game for the Eagles.
Well, and it looks like offensive foul on both ends. McCrillis is pumped right now. And I don't know about you, but I didn't think, I was like, oh, I don't know if he'll get that. He somehow got that.
Hey, Jared McCrillis is 6'7". I never doubt him when a ball's thrown up there. He has the ability to get that extra foot of jump when he needs it, and you saw it right there, threw it down with authority.
Doing on both ends, and we got Deontay Hullums checking in the game, and number 4, Tyler Rose checking in. Good to have Deontay back.
We talked about Deontay earlier in the broadcast. This is only his 2nd game of the year. He missed some time early on, but it's going to be huge to have him back, a big defensive presence for the Eagles.
And it'll be a Welch ball. 15:25 left to play in the first half. Still unable to score. Blake already is trapped. Gets it to number 3, JT Jones.
You started to see as we got towards the end of road trip, you started to see the team play better. We played Johnson University down in Kissimmee, Florida, only lost by 6. We played Trinity the next night, lost by 1. So some big region games. Then you saw us play at Bob Jones, ended up losing by 17, but that game was a lot closer than it looked. And then ultimately, you go to Toccoa Falls, you put together a 20 or 30-point victory. I think the biggest thing for the Eagles has been defense recently. Their defense has gotten a lot better. You see that's the first points of the game right there, and we're 5 minutes in. So as we look to move into the second half, look for the defense. I think it's going to be a huge factor for the Eagles.
Deontay will pull up, and big 3 right after Welch. Deontay has the 3 that has the answer, and it's 10-3. JT Jones will bring the ball up. And he'll pull up again. No good. McCrillis with the rebound and looks ready to push up the ball. And the turnover there. Chris Simon with the steal. Gets it to Javante. He takes it all the way. No good. Dakota Pratt with the big rebound. And it'll be Eagles ball. One thing I like, I don't know if you saw it, Jared McCrillis a lot of times plays down low, and I like how Coach Getch is now trying to let him play a little bit around the perimeter because he has a good jump shot, and before they tried to do a lot of try to make him work in the post, and I don't think it was his thing, and I like the way they've been trying to use him here, and so far it's been working.
Yeah, I mean, Jared McCrillis, he has a great 15 to 17-foot jump shot. You're not going to see him make too many threes, but he does have the ability to stretch the floor. Now, the benefit of him being able to stretch the floor slightly is it opens the lane up for Dakota Pratt. Like I said, he doesn't miss from inside. He's shooting 60% for the season. So if Jared is able to spread the floor, make Welch College's guards and forwards guard him out on the perimeter, it's going to open it up for Dakota Pratt down low.
And it'll be a Welch ball. Number 4, Chris Thompson coming in for Jones, as well as Newman Ward will be checking in the game. Matthew Barnett will be checking in the game, as well as Tyler Justice. So a lot of different subs for Welch. Also Andrew Thomas, we didn't talk about him. It's good to have him back as well with his size and his energy. And that helps Jared to play a little bit more outside because he's very strong.
Yeah, again, you add Seth Crane back in, you add Andrew Thomas back in. That's some great size. And it's going to make this Eagles lineup even more difficult to defend. You may see Coach later in the game go with a larger lineup with Jared McCrillis, Dakota Pratt, Seth Crane, and Andrew. It's going to create some nightmares for this Welch College team and really for any of the teams that we're going to play the rest of the way.
And Andrew Thomas takes it all the way. Looks like, yeah, he traveled, got trapped there.
We'll cut him some slack on that one. First game of the year, a little bit of rust, so hopefully he's able to clean that up as we move forward.
Micah Keener will come in for Andrew Thomas, number 32. 10-3 to score. Eagles have 7-point lead so far in the first half. And a head pass, and barely got in. Micah Keener will get his own rebound, and the 2 points right there.
Yeah, if you haven't put two and two together, Tyler Rose is actually the brother of Travis Rose, who was one of our All-American defenders for our Eagles soccer team. So I think maybe they've been working on that in the backyard. But great steal there by Tyler, and an even better head pass right there.
Matthew Barnett with the rebound, gets it back to Shavante. He looks to reset. Newman Ward is trying to get position against Dakota Pratt. It's not able to. Number 4 will take it. Chris Thompson, and no good. Deontay with a big rebound there. Will look to press and push up the ball. Gets it to Rose. Rose to Keener. And a steal there. Barnett with the steal. Gets it to Shavante. Takes it all the way. Misses. Barnett with the rebound. And another miss by Newman Ward.
The Eagles definitely haven't been giving up many easy looks. Everything's been contested right now, so you like to see that from Coach Getch's defense.
And on block, Gardner comes in for McCrillis. And we have number 25, James, will be coming in, as well as Seth Crane will be coming in.
I think one thing we haven't said, too, you had 3 guys back. That makes our bench even deeper. We've been, Coach has about an 8 or 9 man rotation, but now it's upwards of almost 12. So it really allows you guys to keep fresh legs in there, which is going to help as we get close, deeper into this ball game.
And it looked like a late call, but he is fouled. Tyler Justice for the Flames thinks he didn't foul Micah Keener, but it looked like there was contact there, so good call there. And James Shudimu will be inbounding the ball for the Eagles. Pratt to Gardner. Keener to Crane. Could have Crane back. Crane turns it over. Was not looking. Chris Thompson with the steal. Thompson will pull up again. No good. Barnett with the ball. He gets it to Jones. Shavante Perry will take it out, and Newman Ward for the 3, and it's no good. Gardner with the rebound. Gets it to Crane. Crane to Pratt, who's wide open, and it looks like he might have a timeout. So Coach Getch will call timeout, and we will as well. And we're back. Eagles lead 12-3. 11:23 left in the first half. What do you like so far from this game, Noah Ferry?
Yeah, so Stephen, we've been rebounding the ball really well. You also have seen us kind of control the turnovers a little bit. We have had some I also really like to see the defense. We've been playing some really good defense. I think the scoreboard speaks for itself. 12-3, almost 11 minutes in. I would like to see a little bit more offense. You saw us kind of score a lot early on, but we've kind of slowed down a little bit. So look for the Eagles to continue to move the ball. Look to get Dakota Pratt involved right now. I think he only has 2. That's really a big talking point as we move deeper into this second half.
We'll clean up there. And number 4, Chris Thompson, looked to inbound. Gets it to JT Jones. Perry will get it to Simon. Simon will pull up, and it's good. Keener gets it to Crane. Back to Keener, to Pratt. And a late call. And it'll be Flames ball. Luke Carlton checking in for Perry. And Blake Stidham checking in as well.
You know, early on, Stephen, we talked about the Eagles needing that second dominant scorer. I think that person could become Ian Johnson. You saw him check back into the game right now. He's 219 points on the year. He's averaging right around 13 points a game. So maybe get a couple more out of him. He showed over road trip he has the ability to get to 20 points in a good game. So look for him to maybe be that person who really steps up and provides the Eagles with that second dominant scorer behind Dakota Pratt.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of rust here, but hopefully, you know, they'll give him time. This is the first home game after the road trip. Guys are haven't played in a while. And Chris Thompson, again, is not shy, not afraid to shoot. That's his third 3. It's no good. Keener at the ball, and another turnover.
Those are just tough turnovers right there where you're thinking the right way, but your teammates aren't necessarily on the same page with you. So that's definitely something we're going to have to look to clean up as we get deeper into this half.
Clay will check in for Keener. Chris Thompson take it all the way. He'll miss. And a foul called. And it looks like Blake Stidham will be going to the line.
You got to like the hustle right there by John Clay, but when you make a play like that, it puts your teammates in a difficult position. So with a 12-5 lead, you may take those chances a little bit more, but as this game maybe gets closer and we move a little bit deeper, you might not look for that opportunity as much, and you want to just really stay in front of your man.
Makes the first. Misses the second. Crane with the rebound. I know they missed his rebounding, his size. Ian will bring it up. Crane to Ian. Ian will put it up. No good. Big offensive rebound there by Crane, and he's fouled. I think he fell on Blake, not intentionally.
You know, you mentioned right there, Steven, getting Seth Crane back and his size down low, the rebounding presence he adds. I think it's a little bit of the rich got a little bit richer. As I mentioned, we're coming into this game ranked 3rd in the NCCA in rebounding, so you add a guy like Seth Crane down low, and that definitely helps, and maybe you'll see us even jump all the way up to number 1 now.
And it looks like Blake's up. Looks like to be okay. We'll have some trainers checking him out right now. Hopefully nothing too serious.
Yeah, the biggest thing you want to see there is him walking off under his own power, and he was able to do that, so you definitely hope that it's nothing serious. We may be competitors on the court, but no one ever likes to see someone else get injured out here. It's definitely not something you want to see in a ball game.
Crane will be shooting 2. Makes the first.
That right there is his first point of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully there's a few more to come.
Misses the second. Chris Simon with the rebound. Gets it to Jones. 9:41 left to play in the first half. 13-6 is the score. Eagles are up. And pass Thompson to Jones. It looks like it'll be a jump ball, and it is. And it will stay Welch ball. Luke gets it to Chris Simon. And with the fake, he pulls up, and no good. And Clay with the rebound.
That was great defense right there by Marlon Gardner. You made him force Chris into a contested shot. See if we can turn some defense into some offense on the other end of the court.
Block, and it was before the shot. Ian Johnson, good move there by Ian Johnson.
Yeah, it was a strong move from a strong guy. That's one guy I would not like to get in front of as he's barreling towards the basket. Definitely put some work in the offseason in the weight room, you can tell.
James inbounds. Clay has the ball, gets it back to James. Gets it to Ian. Ian will pull up. And Crane, another offensive rebound. It was not a pass, but we'll take it. Ian Johnson with the putback. And again, like you said, the rebounding there.
Yeah, 2 offensive rebounds on that possession. You saw Ian, he didn't necessarily follow the first shot, but he followed the second one, is able to get up and in right there for the easy basket.
Newman Ward with a shot right there in the post.
I think one of the biggest things you're going to look for if you're Coach Getch moving into this second half of the year is your play from your guards. You've got 2 young guards in John Clay and James Shadimu on the court right now, but you're really going to need good play out of them. Like I said, we've got some pretty seasoned players down low. We already talked about Jared McCrillis. We've talked about Seth Crane. We've talked about Ian Johnson and Dakota Pratt. So there's a lot of seasoned players that can play strong down low, but in order to get the ball down low and to score, which is where our bread and butter is, you're really going to need that good play out of your guards.
Gardner is fouled, and he'll be shooting 2. McCrillis will be coming in for James, and Eric Wilson will be coming in for Newman Ward.
Yeah, that foul's going to put us in the 1-and-1 the rest of the way. Should be a way for the Eagles to score some easy points here from the line. The team is shooting just over 67% on the season from the line, but we did miss the first one there.
Deontay Hollums will be coming in for Gardner.
Again, we mentioned it earlier, that depth. You saw Marlon getting a little tired right there, and now you're able to bring in someone just as good off the bench in Deontay Hollums. So I think that depth is going to be a huge talking point the rest of the year.
Luke Charlton gets it to Simon. Loses it, gets his own rebound. Deontay with the tip rebound. Is fouled. Oh, charge. I don't think one ref thought it was a block. And it'll be Flames ball. I felt like that one could have gone either way, so I'm not.
Yeah, Coach Getch was barking a little bit right there. He'd like to see his players maybe slow it down a little bit, make the smart pass, and maybe give us a little bit better opportunity right there. Deontay coming back is, only his 3rd game of the year. He definitely wants to make a difference right there. So that's why you saw that play that he made right there.
Simon with the pull up. It's good. 15-10 is the score. Eagles up by 5. Clay with the ball, trying to get something going here for the Eagles. Been kind of getting a little quiet here. So hopefully with McCrillis back in, Deontay, we'll see something to get the crowd back in the game.
I definitely feel like we've been controlling the game, but we also haven't been scoring, so it's keeping Welch in this game. The Eagles are really going to need to look to get some baskets and widen this lead out. I think you're going to see another foul right there, and Ian Johnson's going to head to the line.
And Pratt will be coming in for Crane.
I can tell you, I think the person that's been busiest early on in this game is Andrew Burho with the mop down here. He's definitely been having to clean that floor up. I think maybe that's the 4th or 5th time.
Misses it. and gets the rebound and is fouled again. This time he'll be shooting 2.
I think that's got to be 4 or 5 offensive rebounds in the early going here for Ian Johnson, so that's great to see. The more possessions we can get, the better.
Makes the first one. $7:15 left to play in the first half. Makes the second one. And steal by Deontay is fouled, and he'll be going to the line.
Good hands there by Deontay. I think if I'm right, that's going to put us in the double bonus. He should be shooting 2 right here.
And Dante missed the first. Number 4, Chris Thompson will be coming in for Blake Stidham. Makes the second. Chris Simon inbounds to Jones. Trap there, almost turns it over. Gets it to Thompson. Perry. And it's no good. Perry gets the rebound. Goes up with it, it's no good. And it will be Flames ball.
You're seeing our bigs right there get sucked down a little too deep, and that's why you saw Welch be able to jump over them and get that rebound. So really look for they're going to have to stay high in order to continue to get those rebounds that we've been blessed with early on.
Eagles ball. Clay gets it to Deontay. Looks like coach wants him to run a play here. Clay to McCrillis. It'll stay Eagles ball. McCrillis will inbound to Clay. Clay will take it, goes all the way, and it's good. And 20-10 is the score. Clay just took it all the way. I don't think that was the plan, but it worked.
Yeah, it was pretty strange. Not very often you're rebounding the ball from the other end of the court with 13 seconds on the shot clock, but you saw Clay right there able to slither right through the wall of defenders at half court and get himself an easy layup there to widen the lead to 10.
Jones will pull up, misses. Chris Simon with the long rebound.
One thing I can say about JT Jones, he's not shy about shooting that 3.
Eric will take the shot. It's no good. Clay will push it again, and he'll pull it up. Ian Johnson with the big rebounds, fouled, and he looks like he'll be going to the line. And again, another big offensive rebound.
Yeah, right now it doesn't seem like the Flames have an answer down low for Ian Johnson. He's bigger than most of their guards. He's taller, so he's able to go down there and get some rebounds there. And again, I think this is his 3rd or 4th trip to the free throw line.
Misses the first. And we have Justin Scott coming in for Eric Wilson. Oh, looks like he's not coming out for Chris Simon.
That's 3 fouls right there on Chris Simon, so that's going to be huge for the Eagles. It's one of their better players for Welch College, so to get him out of the game, he'll probably sit the rest of the half now, but even coming into the second half with 3 fouls, that's going to be huge for the Eagles.
Johnson missed both free throws. JT Jones, looks like coach of Flames is trying to get something going here. Perry with the ball, gets it, turns it over. Still be Flames ball. Micah Keener is coming in for Ian Johnson. 5:20 left to play in the first half. 20 Eagles, 10 Flame. Plenty of time left for the first half. Eagles seem in control, and seems so far Flynn can't get anything going here. Thompson gets it to Jones, and Jones with a spin move gets it to go, and it's good. Clay will inbound, brings the ball up, looking for someone. Gets it to Keener. Keener to Deontay. Deontay will take it, and almost went in. Eric Wilson with the rebound. Jones will get it to Perry. Perry trying to get it into Jones. And a blocking foul. Looks like he lost his footing there, but it's a foul. We'll have some subs right here. We'll have subs here. Ian Johnson coming in for Keener. And we'll have Newman Ward coming in for Eric Wilson. Thompson will look to inbound. Gets to Perry. Perry to Jones. Ward lost it, and it'll be Eagles ball.
Yeah, that one was off the foot of Ward. Good play by Dakota Pratt to kind of force him to maybe kick that ball out of bounds.
4:25 left to play in the first half. 8-point ball game. Eagles with the lead. Dakota Pratt will try to get something going, misses it. Nice feed there by McCrillis. Shavonte Perry will bring the ball up.
I definitely think one reason the score is only 20-12 right now is the Eagles definitely have failed to get Dakota Pratt going. So look to see them continue to try to pound the ball down low to him, and maybe see them try to get him going in hopes of widening this lead.
Shavonte Perry with the ball, and he got it. He was able to call timeout before the jump ball. So it'll be timeout Flames, and we'll take one as well. And we're back. Quick timeout here. Flame will look to inbound. We have Alex Dickerman checking in the game.
Yes, Steven, you really saw Coach Getch there try to get his players fired up during the timeout. With 3:55 left, you'd like to see them maybe score some easy buckets here. In hopes of widening that lead as we head into halftime. The longer you let a team like Welch hang around, the better chance that maybe they can come back at the end.
Yeah, Thompson there with the pull up. That was good. Johnson to McCrillis. Johnson's a little out of control there. Wasn't able to get anything to go. And as we talked about, it just seems right now no teams can get into the groove. There's a lot of misses there. Perry was able to get that one to go.
Yeah, for the Eagles, you really just haven't seen much of a flow on offense. You've seen a couple good possessions, but for the most part, you see guys running into each other. You see turnovers. I think the biggest thing that you're going to need to see is, maybe get some flow going here, slow it down, see John Clay maybe try to run some set plays and get some easy layups, but right now we're not.
Clay will go to the line. He was fouled in the double bonus, so he'll be shooting 2. Makes the first. And we have a sub, but Tyler Rose will be coming in for the shooter, so he'll have to wait for that. Both free throws are made, and Tyler Rose is coming in for Clay. Perry will bring the ball up. 2:58 left to play in the first half. 22-17, and slowly the Flames look like they're back in this game.
Yeah, I think it was a 10-point advantage, maybe just 2 minutes ago. You've seen one quick three-pointer in a two, cut the deficit down to 5. So that's really going to need to be something the Eagles need to turn around pretty quickly.
Tyler Rose thought about it, gets to McCrillis. McCrillis will pull up. That's his shot, and it's good.
Yeah, we talked about that early on, too. He's great from 15 to 17 foot. That's a great shot right there from Jared McCrillis. Really look to, to make that shot, and hopefully that maybe frees up Dakota Pratt down low and the Alex Dickerman.
J.T. Jones will get it to Thompson. Thompson almost turned it over. Gets it Perry. Perry thought about it. He'll pull up, and no good. Rebounded by Alex Dickerman. Gets to Jared McCrillis, to Ian Johnson. Ian will take it all the way, and it's good. Nice finger roll there by Ian Johnson. And just like that, it's a 9-point lead by the Eagles. 1:48 left to play in the first half. Perry will bring the ball up. Gets it to J.T. Jones. Almost turned over there. J.T. pulls up. No good. Ward with the rebound. No, blocked by Dickerman. And a foul there by Dickerman.
Dickerman's been doing some work down there, but you saw a little bit of help there from Deontay Hollums came in with that block from behind.
J.T. will be going to line, shooting 2. Makes the first. Makes the second. Ian gets the ball, almost turned over. Nice pass. Deontay with the rebound, misses it. And Ward with the rebound. Good play there by Deontay, just wasn't able to finish it. And it should be Eagles ball. And it's not, it'll be Flames ball. And Tyler Rose with the steal. Ian Johnson.
I guess he must have thought Tyler Rose right there was one of his players, because that was a pretty easy chest pass right to the middle of Tyler's chest.
Nice pass there. Late whistle, but it was a foul. And he'll be going to the line.
And I honestly think any good play tonight, Ian Johnson has been involved in some way. He's been all over the court from the three-point line, down low, offensive rebounds from the free throw. He's really having a pretty good performance early on tonight.
Yeah, it's nice to see how he's come a long way. When he first came, you could tell he was trying to figure out what was his role on the team. And now it's just he's one of their best players, and it's nice to see how he's improved over the years.
Yeah, I mean, Ian, he's been a little bit more of a role player the past few years, but when you got guys like Dylan Crane and Joel Thomas and John Andrews, some players that have been here and done it for a while, sometimes a player like Ian gets lost a little bit on the roster. You saw him this summer, I brought up it earlier, he really put in a ton of work this summer, got in the weight room, he's gotten a lot stronger. He's always been really good about getting those rebounds, but this year he's really added scoring to it, and I really think you've seen Ian Johnson mature a lot as a player. I'm excited about the rest of this year for him, and also next year, his senior year, too.
Andrew Thomas is back in the game. Thompson almost turns it over. 25 left to play. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Jones will host it up. It's no good. Andrew Thomas with the ball, gets it to Johnson. There's not many. It looks like they'll slow it down for the last shot. Rose with the ball, gets it to Ian. 7 seconds, 6. Jared McCrillis, and someone's got to shoot. Jared will host it up. Not sure if that's what they wanted. And that's the first half. Eagles 27, Flames 19. We'll be back after the first half. We'll be back for the second half, providing some stats and everything, and we'll check back in and tune in for the second half.
Every step takes you closer to a destination. Where are your steps taking you? Do you make choices by accident or on purpose? How will your future make a difference? Where will you find your ministry? Every step takes you somewhere. What's your next step?
I was very concerned when I just started trying to decide where I was going to go to college. I wanted to go to college because it prepares you for the next step in life. I wanted a Christian college because it would be an environment where I could grow, and I wanted friends that would encourage me, challenge me. I wanted friends that would have the same goals in life as me.
I was excited about going to college. I was excited to meet new people and to have roommates. I knew I wanted to go to a college that offered a nursing program that strived for excellence, that pushed their students to excel, to be the best nurses they could be for the glory of God.
Coming out of high school, I needed to further my education so that I would be able to share the gospel. If I knew more about Jesus Christ, then that would help me share him. I wanted a college that would train me for the ministry, that would prepare me to reach the next generation.
I wanted to go to college because I wanted to get a good Christian education. Sometimes God calls you at different times for different reasons, and if he ever were to call me to the mission field, which I'm highly interested in, I would want to make sure that I'd have something that I'd be able to serve him in. And I wanted to make sure that I had the correct doctrines backing the education I was getting.
Coming out of high school, I didn't know exactly what the Lord wanted me to do. But I knew that I wanted to go to college to prepare for whatever the Lord would have me to do. I wanted a school that I know would help strengthen my Christian standards and beliefs, because I wanted to be surrounded by an atmosphere that would point me to Christ.
I wanted to go to college to improve on my instrument and focus on it more. I wanted a Christian environment and music teachers that were Christians as well, so that they could better help me in the path that I was going.
When I started thinking about where I wanted to go to college, I was excited, but I was also nervous, because whenever I decided to go, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. It wasn't until I got here that God directed me to be a designer, and I just wanted to follow God's will.
I wanted a Christian college because by being at a Christian college, I'm able to stay strong in my beliefs. I wanted the science classes to be based on creation. I wanted a place that was founded on God's word.
I wanted a college that would prepare me for the next step. God had given me a passion to help others. Just watching my dad with his management, with his caring for different people, it really gave me a heart to help people within the corporate scene. My next step in life was to gain the education I needed to become an effective lawyer. I chose PCC because everything I wanted in a college was right here. The teachers at PCC have been very supportive, and they, as much as you, want to see you be successful in law school.
My father is a doctor. He would take me into surgery sometimes. I got to watch him do surgery. Just the human body fascinates me. I think God has given me a passion for caring for people that are critically ill. I chose PCC because I knew it was where God was calling me. We are a unique program. You work one-on-one with an instructor that is a nurse to guide you through giving meds, to doing procedures. There is a very special connection within the nursing department.
God had given me the passion to preach and to share the gospel with others. My next step in life was to prepare myself for whatever ministry God had for me. I chose PCC because I believed that it would give me the Bible foundation that I needed. The heart of PCC is ministry. Their focus is to prepare young people to be servants of Jesus Christ. We as ministerial students are taught to be the examples, to lead in serving others.
Growing up, I never planned on doing teaching, and I actually was looking into doing something in the medical field. And then I went on a mission trip when I was a senior in high school. And I remember I was praying a lot, and the Lord just told me that I was supposed to be a teacher and told me I was supposed to do first grade. God led me to PCC because He knew I would be prepared to serve in the classroom. The internship program at the Academy has given me an entire semester to apply what I've learned. I love being able to see the kids learn and understand concepts.
I've always had a passion to do things for the Lord, whether it be working with people or constructing a building for church or a ministry. I chose engineering because I wanted to be able to get out of college and be able to do just about anything. I chose PCC because I knew the engineering program would prepare me thoroughly for my career. They have the resources and the tools for us to learn.
God had given me a passion for music. My parents always played music around the house, so I grew up listening to it. So it's when I realized that I love music and that I wanted to do something with it. I chose PCC because it has a strong Christian philosophy. The experience I've gained has helped me to become a stronger musician and performer.
God had made it clear that He had called me to be a designer. My next step in life was to take the principles that I would learn in design and start applying them. PCC has a great design program. They are a place that has the teachers and the spiritual focus to train me to become a better designer and a strong Christian. The teachers equip me with a solid foundation of design that I could build upon. Their guidance has given me the confidence to push my design to the next level.
We had science projects in school and classes growing up, and my dad always made it more fun for me. I could tell that I just really wanted to go further in the chemistry especially. Just struck a love, I guess. The education here in my field, in the sciences, has been top-notch, and I'm definitely learning above and beyond. The teachers have been so encouraging. I have seen a spiritual focus in each of them, and that's also a big reason why I chose PCC. It was more than a college to me. It was what I saw in the teachers and the staff, and I was excited to take that next step.
I knew God wanted me to go to college at PCC to get my training to be a nurse, and it really molded me into the person I am today.
It's a place where I knew I could come and sit under good preaching. You are pointed to the Bible.
I knew that there was so much yet to learn on my instrument, and PCC has a great learning environment.
It's a place where I could know that I would enjoy being a Christian and enjoy the college experience at the same time. They wanted me to excel.
Every day there is a time set aside, focused completely on God, which was something that made PCC much more unique.
I knew that PCC stood very firmly on what they believed in. Chapel services, their Bible training, their mission programs, you're always busy doing something.
PCC had so many opportunities to serve God and to make a difference in this world. The academics here are going to prepare me for the future. And that's exactly what I wanted in a college.
Painting is something that you're always going to be working on. In a sense, you're always a student. And I think that it's obvious because God created the world to picture Himself. If you're trying to recreate that with colored mud or whatever, you're trying to recreate the order and the beauty of God's revelation on a flat surface, That's something you're going to work very hard on till the day you die. I knew that I wanted to study art, but I was very uncomfortable with the way that most secular colleges study art. And I wanted a modest, safe place to learn how to paint. And PCC was still teaching this incredibly high skill kind of painting, and I was totally blown away. I don't know of a Christian school that has a better art department. The teachers themselves are very, very skilled. I would say that the teachers were not only dedicated to keeping a standard of excellence, but I would say in many respects they were the standard of excellence, that the way they conducted themselves was our standard, and they were definitely working hard to prepare us for whatever career we were being prepared for. For me, it was confidence and competence. Confidence to be able to charge the world, and really it's not an easy job. It's not an easy job to have, and the competence to actually make it happen. I think that those two things PCC certainly gave me.
My name's Catherine Kemme. I am at the University of Texas Medical Branch. I'm getting my PhD. I'm a second-year grad student in the biochemistry and molecular biology department. I'm studying biophysics. We're actually trying to understand these proteins as part of a gene editing technology. So you would have these engineered proteins where you can make this protein cut the DNA, and that way you can alter the DNA sequence and make it produce something different, or prevent it from producing something you don't want it to produce. But they're actually using that for HIV. The HIV virus binds to the white blood cells in your blood, so they have created a mutation where that receptor is. So if you create a mutation and then the receptor is no good, and then you won't get the HIV coming in. People with that mutation are immune to HIV. If you think about it, you can do a lot of stuff. So that's probably the best thing you can think about your job, that you're actually helping someone out there. Many of these people are studying this and they're searching. They're like, well, science will tell us all the answers. But for me, I have answers. I don't need all the answers. The only reason I'm studying this is to help people, help them with their diseases. And that is my purpose for studying. But some of these people, yes, they will come get their PhD because they are searching and they think science will give them the answer. So for me, I think PCC's strength in the foundations of God's Word is very, very helpful, because I don't need to sit here wondering who created the earth and did I get here by accident.
Starting momentarily to the Eagles basketball game. Men's taking on Welch Flame. 27-19 is the score so far. And Noah, low scoring first half.
Yeah, low scoring affair here for the Eagles. I got the stat sheet right in front of me, so I'm going to go ahead and break down some things that we saw early on in the first half. We mentioned early on the rebounding battle, and wanting to control that, we were able to do that. We out-rebounded them 31-19, a plus 12 rebounding margin right there. Another thing that I wanted to mention was Ian Johnson. Coming off, playing really well early on, 10.7 rebounds. Again, 4 of those offensive. So really look to him to continue to control this game. I mentioned early on, we need more than one scorer. Right now, you've got a bevy of guys at 4 points, Jared McCrillish, John Clay, Deontay Hollums. Dakota Pratt's still at 2 points, so look for Coach Getch to try to get him involved early on in this second half. So, Stephen, that's what we had in the first half. I want to give you an opportunity to go ahead and tell our viewers what we have coming up next for games over the next couple weeks.
Yeah, we have a couple games coming up. We played Welch. We'll be playing at Belhaven in a few days from now. The next home game will be against Johnson. That'll be February 2nd at 7:30, so don't miss that. And we'll talk about some of the bigger games coming on throughout the second half. As we start the second half, McCrillis inbounds to John Clay. Back to Ian Johnson, who had a great first half and goes right back to what he was doing in the first half, looking to attack every time.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, he's always driving the basket. His jump shot can be, some nights it's there, some nights it's not, but one thing he's always been good at is driving the lane. So that's 12 points for Ian. Great way to start the second half.
JT Jones gets it to go.
I did want to take a minute to give a shout out to one of my good friends, Joel Thomas, one of the better Eagles in history. I just got a text from him. He's watching the game, watching obviously because of his brother, but ultimately, we've been kind of harping on this always an Eagle thing this year, so it was good to hear from him, and thanks for watching, Joel.
And it looks like offensive foul on McCrillis. Looked like, I don't know if he was set, but it'd be offensive foul. Yeah, Joel Thomas, like you said, one of the greats, great player, both ends, and even better than a great player, great guy, on both ends, even on the court, off the court. I know I was talking to a couple of guys at the beginning of the season. They said they definitely miss him a lot, his leadership, and also obviously him getting buckets. But
yeah, he got buckets.
Yeah.
I think in order, I want to say he finished his career with somewhere around 18 or 1900 points. So you're having to average somewhere around almost 500 points a year. That's almost 20 points a game. So one of the better players that we've seen in a long time for the Eagles, and definitely in a game like this, you miss his offense.
Yeah, and they said, not just, we talk about his points, leadership, and they said even on the road, they said he was one of the funnier guys, always had a lot of energy. So just all around, definitely be missed, and, always welcome. Even the alumni games, he'll probably come back every play against us. But, yeah, great guy.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call you out, Joel. You weren't here for the alumni game this year. We'd love to have you back next year, so if you can make it down here, I feel like I'd like to at least see you score a couple more on this court.
Chris Simon will pull up there with the three. It's no good. Jared McCrillis with the rebound, and John Clay looking to attack. Brings it all the way up. No good. Dakota Pratt with the putback. Nice tip there.
Yeah,
and nice to see him get going.
Yeah, I didn't quite know what John Clay was doing there. It looked like it was a 2-on-3 opportunity right there. Kind of threw up a little bit of a wild layup, but it was good to see Dakota Pratt there. Again, he's always around the basket, good for an offensive rebound. And like I said, he just doesn't miss from down low.
Perry thought about it. Gets it back to Luke. Luke will shoot. No good. Chris Simon with the rebound is blocked, but it looks like he was fouled. And Gardner thought it was clean. I guess there was enough contact there for the foul to be called. And Chris Simon will be shooting too. Makes the first. 17:32 left to play in the second half. Eagles 33 and the Flames 24. Chris Simon misses the second. Rebounded there by McCrillis. Gets it to Ian. Ian will look to bring the ball up. And then Perry tried to. Dakota misses, gets his own rebound, misses the second one. Chris Simon with the rebound. He'll bring the ball up, gets to Perry. Perry gets back to Chris. Chris will get it to Ward, and it's good. Ian Johnson will bring the ball up. 17 left to play in the first half. Dakota way out there, gets to McCrillis. McCrillis with a nice jumper, is no good. Pratt with the rebound. He is fouled, and he'll be going to line shooting 2. Seems like a lot more energy from both teams this second half.
Yeah, Coach Getch is someone who, when he gets his team in the locker room, he tends to get them coming back out fired up. You've seen a little bit more spirited of effort, really looking to push the ball, get out in transition, drive the ball. Again, one of the biggest things he's told me, and he tells these guys a lot at the half, especially when you don't see Dakota Pratt involved much early on, is to feed him the ball. You've seen that happen early on. I think that's 3 quick points for Dakota. That puts him at 5 on the game. We'll see if he makes the second free throw. So, again, Dakota Pratt's going to be one of those players that we're going to need something out of here in the second half. Big and one there. Offensive rebound by Jared McCurlis, and he puts it back up. It's probably one of the softer shots you will ever see out of Jared.
Yeah, that's unusual and one, and they didn't box out and got it to go, but, hey, we'll take what we can there.
Yeah, I think they didn't box out, and on top of it, Jared McCurlis has got about, almost a foot on number 10 over here, so basically he doesn't even have to jump, and
I don't think he jumped for the rebound or jumped for the shot. Very efficient way to conserve energy. And let's see if he gets the and one here. He will. And it's an 11-point game. Jones is trapped and it's turned over. Nice pass. Johnson to McCrillis. And another dunk here. And it looks like if the Flames are not careful, they're going to be slipping away here, and it'll be all Eagles.
Yeah, this is one of those runs. You got to see, the Eagles, they score a couple quick points early on. You see a huge dunk right there by Jared McCrillis. Look for the Eagles to really get out and run, maybe spread the lead. Oh, that was a beautiful pass. I don't even know how he got that ball through right to Dakota Pratt for the easy layup. That is one of the better passes you will see on this court.
I have no idea where the ball went. I didn't even see it go. Wow. Well, it's good to see a lot of energy in the second half. We both said the first half was kind of slow for both sides. And see, even there, the energy on the defensive end by the Flames.
Yeah, very lackadaisical first half for the Eagles. So it's great to see some energy early on here. I think it was only, an 8-point game at halftime. You just saw the Eagles stretch to 15, and I don't think they're slowing down now.
Yeah, again, I can't say how much Ian Johnson has improved in so many areas, offensively, defensively, and even being the facilitator, creating shots. Even that he's improved.
Yeah, he has really just improved all around. I would definitely say he's been one of the biggest bright spots for this team this year. As I mentioned early on, he's averaging 12.9 points per game, right around 6 rebounds a game, 1.5 assists, and he's shooting almost 40% for the field. So great stats there by Ian Johnson. Definitely been one of the better players in the early going of this season. Been a tough season for the Eagles, but it's been good to see Ian really assert himself as one of those primetime players.
Keener is in the game. He actually checked in for Ian Johnson, number 32. And Gardner's checked in as well. An offensive foul. And it'll be Flame ball. Eric Wilson will be checking in for number 35, Tyler Justice. Chris Thompson will look to inbound to Blake. Blake will bring the ball up. Gets it out to Perry, but Perry turns it over. It was a good pass, but Perry wasn't able to maintain possession. It'll be Eagles ball.
Yeah, another good defensive possession there for the Eagles. They were able to, force Welch to move the ball a little bit quicker than they were necessarily able to do. Now we'll look to see if the Eagles can turn, some defense into some offense. Coach was harping this last possession, really wanting to have everything go through John Clay, get him a touch every time down the court, and then ultimately, looking to do some things on offense.
Nice ball movement there. Unnecessary foul there by Keener, but I like how the ball's moving.
Yeah, you say an unnecessary foul there. It's something I kind of like. Obviously, we were trailing. We had more guys behind the ball than we had in front of the ball, so Jared's only got 2 fouls. That's only his second, so that's not something that is necessarily a bad foul by him. allows the Eagles to kind of regroup, reset. You saw Andrew Thomas now checking into the game to give Jared a little bit of a breather.
41-27. Eagles are up by 14. 14:57 left to play in the second half. Blake is doing a lot of the point guard right now. With a fake there, it's good. Pratt will get it to Clay. Clay back to Keener. Back to Gardner. Pratt to Andrew Thomas, who takes it all the way, and it's good. Nice take there by Andrew Thomas. Good to have him back.
Yeah, that's going to be a strong take right there. What happens there is, Andrew Thomas, he can shoot the three, so the defender's going to have to come out on him and, respect that three-pointer, and he's fast enough, he's strong enough that he's able to blow right by that defender for the easy layup. You saw once he got below that first level of defense, there was really nothing between him and the basket.
Jones gets it to go. It looks like a little press here by the Flames. Andrew tried to bring it up. Getting a little bit physical here, touchy here from both sides. And I think the refs have seen enough.
I think one huge benefit that we're going to see here in the second half, again, we've talked about adding Deontay, we've talked about adding Seth and Andrew back. Those three players are very good with the basketball. They don't turn the ball over a lot. So I think adding them back, it's going to help, solidify some of this. We've talked about early on in the season, we had 9 freshmen on the team. That's why you see us with so many turnovers. But adding those guys back, adding guys who have been in tough positions like this in close games, I think it's going to be huge for the Eagles.
Eagles ball. Tyler Rose checked in for John Clay. And Thomas will inbound to Rose. Garden to Pratt. And it'll be Flames ball. Thompson inbound to Blake. Blake will bring the ball up. Number 30, Justin Scott. Perry will take it all the way up the spin move. He is fouled. And it looks like he'll be going to the line.
Yeah, if your coach gets right there, the one thing you want to see out of Marlon Gardner is for him to set his feet, maybe go straight up there. You saw him a little out of control, and that caused the foul, and it's going to put number 1 at the line for Welch. Shavonte Perry.
James Shadimu will be checking in. He'll be giving Gardner a break here.
Yeah, James is definitely one of my favorite players right now. I think he's got the potential to be a really good player as he moves deeper into his career. He's coming straight out of high school. He's a very good player. Ultimately, I think the biggest thing for him is learning how to play at this speed. But ultimately, he is a strong player, and I think as he starts to get the game will start to come to him, and you're going to see him get a lot more opportunities.
JT Jones checking back into the game. Got a little breather there for the Flames. 13-10 left to play in the second half. 43-33 is the score. Eagles up by 10. Perry will look to bring the ball up for the Flames. Gets it to Barnett. Barnett back to Perry. Perry to Jones. Jones back to Barnett. Barnett trying to get it to Thompson. Does not see him. Andrew Thompson takes it all the way, and it's good. Looks like a timeout by the Eagles. And the score is 45-33, 12:39 left to play. Eagles timeout. And we'll take one as well. And we're back. 12:39 left to play in the second half. Be Flames ball. Barnett inbounds to Perry. Perry taking his time. Looks like they try to get something here from the timeout. Eric turns it over, and it'll still be Flames ball.
See, those are some of the things I like about James Shotamu right there. Very active hands on defense. He always seems to be in the right place at the right time. So I think that's something you definitely want to see out of a guard. He's long, lanky, and pretty quick, too.
Thompson turns it over. Andrew Thomas will bring it up. Gets it to Clay. Clay gets it to Pratt. It's blocked. Jones will bring the ball up.
I actually thought he got hit on the hand there. Thought maybe we should have seen a foul, so that's a tough play for Dakota.
Almost turned over there. Keener with the ball is fouled. Not in the penalty yet, so the Eagles will inbound.
Sometimes with how often refs miss calls, you just wish they'd miss one like that. The Eagles had a wide open layup down here, but a guy, gets pulled all the way back to half court because of the foul.
Number 10, Blake, for the Flames will be checking in for Chris Thompson. Micah Keener to Andrew. Andrew back to Tyler Rose. Pratt with it. Nice pass to Andrew Thomas. And Andrew's having himself a good game for the second half.
Yeah, you're seeing Coach Getch's kind of a game plan to get him a little bit more involved early on. I think you saw 2 points in the first half, but that's 6 right now in the second half. Really been playing some good possessions right there, and you like to see the ball movement from the Eagles, unselfish play, and that's ultimately leading to some very strong offensive possessions.
Rose with the rebound. Gets it to Keener. Rose with the ball. Finds Thomas. Thomas with a fake, and it's good. Oh, and they charge. I don't know. I know the ref down there was going to call a block, but
yeah, it was right. It was right in front of the sideline ref. I think he might have made a good call there. A little out of control. Ultimately, when you see a play like that, there's going to be a call either way. Either Andrew's going to the line for an and one, or it's going to be going the other way for an offensive foul. So it can really go either way. You might see one later in the game that goes another way. So it's kind of a charges are one of those plays in basketball that there's really no set rule. It kind of just how it looks almost.
It'll be a jump ball, and it will stay Flames ball. Newman Ward checking in, as well as Justin Scott. They'll be giving Eric Wilson and Shavante Perry a breather.
I think one thing I just saw in this past possession, Micah Keener, I don't think he hasn't scored tonight, but you got to love to see the intensity right there, fighting to the whistle, able to lock up the ball and get it at, the ball ends up with Welch College because of the help me out here, Steven.
Turnover, steal.
I am mixing up my words right now,
okay.
but good hustle play right there.
Alex Dickerman will be checking in for Dakota Pratt, and Jared McCrillis will be checking in for Micah Keener. Andrew Thomas will bring it up. They get it to McCrillis. McCrillis with a pull-up. Almost went in. And JT Jones looks to push it for the Flames. Decides to slow it down, gets it to Blake, number 10. Number 10 with the shovel pass to Ward. Back to Jones. Jones with the pull-up. No good. Number 20, Justin Scott, gets the rebound and is fouled.
One thing you'd like to see there from Alex Dickerman, he got caught underneath the basket a little bit, wasn't able to box out his man right there, and the guy was able to get the the easy rebound and head to the line. So if you're Alex, you're really looking to create a better seal right there, keep that that offensive player behind you, and really just grab the rebound and then look to turn defense into offense.
This is the first one. We'll make the second. And so far, the Eagles have not totally put them out of the game. It's still only 13-point lead in this second half. Andrew Thomas takes it all the way. Misses. Alex Dickerman with the rebound. Ward will get it. And Barnett will look to bring it up, pushes it, gets it to Blake. Blake to Jones. Jones with a spin move, and it's good. And it's 11-point game now. Andrew Thomas with the ball. Gets to McCrillis. Alex Dickerman thought about shooting. Thomas back to James. McCrillis. And a steal there by Jones. Andrew Thomas gets it back. Nice pass there. Nice give and go. Andrew misses, gets his rebound, and is fouled. Nice give and go there. And Andrew will be going to line shooting 2. Makes the first. This is the second. Ward with the long rebound. Gets to Barnett. Blake will bring it up. Finds Jones. And Jones with the floater.
That's just a good play right there by Jones. Strong layup, little hook shot right there. Good defense there by the Eagles, but a better offensive play right there.
Dickerman will pull it. No good. Jones with the long rebound.
If I'm Coach Getch, that's not necessarily a shot that I mind Alex Dickerman taking. I haven't grown up here. I've gotten a little bit of a chance over the past couple years to watch Alex Dickerman play some ball. He used to play over at Pensacola Christian Academy. He's a really strong player. Has a nice little baby jump shot right there. So that's a makeable shot for him, and it's something that if I'm Coach Getch, I'd like to see him continue to take.
And it'll be Flames ball. Costly turnover there. Tyler Rose almost got the steal, but it was out of bounds. Dakota Pratt will be checking in. Andrew Thomas, and we have Seth Crane checking back in the game. Deontay Holmes, a lot of changes happening right now. And I think Coach Getch sees that there's a danger here. It's an 8-point game now. He's not taking any chances.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with what he was seeing. I think he may have just subbed out 4 or 5 of the players. There's actually 6 players on the court right now, so hopefully we can get that figured out. But ultimately, I think he just subbed the entire lineup up, looking for a spark off the bench. We'll see if this lineup, led with Ian Johnson and Deontay Holmes, are able to provide that spark.
Justin Scott will pull up. It's good. Big 3 there by the Flames. And it's a 5-point game, almost turned over. And if the Eagles are not careful here, someone's got to provide some offense here for the Eagles. Who will it be? Ian Johnson's back in there. The Eagles ball. Gardner back in the game. He'll be checking in for Crane. Ian Johnson. To Pratt, nice pass. A block, it's no good, and Johnson will be going to the line, shooting 2. Eagles 48, Flames 43, 7:36 left to play. Don't forget, we have some games coming up. We have Johnson, Florida. We'll be playing them February 2nd at 7:30. Trinity Baptist will be the 3rd, so a lot of games coming up soon. Stay tuned for that. Concordia, Piedmont, and the big one, mark your calendars, will be Bob Jones, February 10th, 3 p.m. It'll be an afternoon. So usually we have a lot of night games. We'll be at 3 o'clock, so don't miss that.
Yeah, I think, Steven, I think we're going to be busy as we move into this second half. The games come fast and furious. I want to say we have something around, 10 or 12 games in the next 2 weeks. So strap up, buckle in. Second half of the Eagles season is definitely well upon us at this point.
There'll be a lot of girls' games, too. So we'll make sure we stay hydrated so we don't lose our voices.
Yeah, I can tell you we're 7 minutes, 11 seconds left in this game, and I'm already starting to lose my voice a little bit. So hopefully we can make it to the buzzer tonight.
Well, I'm telling you, the Bob Jones one, usually about first half, around 8 minutes, your voice is gone. So I already prepared for that day. I probably won't talk all morning, get my voice ready, rest it like those opera
That might
singers.
be tough with you with your job.
Yeah,
I know you work, in admissions here. That may be a little bit less easy for you, maybe not to talk all day.
I'll get a hot towel and rest over my neck like those opera singers or something.
And maybe I'll put in a good word with your boss. Maybe we'll get you the day off before.
Hey,
so you can,
there you go.
It's a big enough game. It's like those, you see those notes right before the Super Bowl where, it's like Bill Belichick is giving you a note to skip class the next day. So maybe that game is big enough for something like that.
It sure is. And Tyler Rose gets the rebound. Nothing's changed. And Gardner, nice pass there, misses. The wide open layup. He gets his own rebound. Is fouled. Good call there. That was a nice pass there by Clay, picking out Gardner. Some big free throws here by Gardner. Hopefully he'll make them. 1-on-1, misses it. Barnett with the rebound. Gets to Luke. Big three by number 20, Justin Scott.
Yeah, that cuts the Eagles' lead to just 2. I want to say it was 15, maybe 5 or 6 minutes ago, and now it's a 2-point game. Welch College is definitely playing really well right now. You saw the girls' team do that earlier. We had beaten them 64-44 first game of the year, and they came back and won by 2 tonight. We had a 28-point victory against Welch College again in the first game of the year, and you see they're giving it to us right now. It's a real tight game. Look for Coach Getch to maybe try to make some adjustments out of this timeout. You saw him try to sub in the lineup. He couldn't get the scoring going, so look for him to maybe try something else here. Ultimately, we're just looking for a spark right now, a 2-point game. You definitely don't want to be in those type of games because really at that point it only takes 1 or 2 shots and, you end up losing the ball game. So hopefully we can get a spark going here as we, come out of this timeout.
Yeah, it seems like a completely different story from the last time we played them. But both coaches, Coach Getch, Coach Tellers, are really good making adjustments out of the timeout. So we'll see what happens here. About to start the play after the timeout. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, right out of the timeout, you're going to have Marlon Gardner. I think he's going to the line. He's in the 1-and-1, so give the Eagles a chance to stretch the lead right there and then maybe look to build on it after that as well. Coach Getch, he's in his 24th year at this point, so I honestly think he's probably seen every single basketball situation there possibly can. And he's got one of those minds where he's able to just dig deep and pull out of that memory bank and be able to put something together. So we mentioned it, he's very good at coming out of timeouts.
Pratt with the ball, the spin move, almost gets a go. Gardner with the big rebound. And jump ball.
Did we not have free throws out of that break?
Oh, he missed it. Yeah, he did, yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm falling asleep over here.
Clay will look to inbound. Gets it to Gardner. To Deontay, he'll pull it up. Almost got it to go, no good. Chris Simon with the rebound.
Yeah, this is a dangerous possession right here for the Eagles. You don't want to give Welch, you don't even want to let him tie it, or, ultimately you definitely don't want to give up the lead.
Ian Johnson with the big rebound.
Yeah, strong rebound there by Ian Johnson. Big play by him.
Clay with the ball, thought about shooting it. Gets it to Gardner. Gardner gets it to Deontay. Deontay to Pratt. Good ball movement so far. Clay will shoot it. Oh, and almost got it to go. Deontay with the rebound. He was fouled. McCrillis will come in.
I think the biggest difference you've noticed in the last 5 minutes, we had started to get that flow on offense that we were talking about that we struggled to have in the first half. But Welch has been able to, get in some of those passing lanes and kind of slow that flow up a little bit. So it's looked a little bit more choppy, and that's, I think, why you've seen them get back into this game.
Johnson almost got the rebound, almost got to go, puts it up, is blocked. And a big opportunity there. That's no good.
I think Ian Johnson's favorite play is a missed shot because, man, he loves getting those offensive rebounds. I want to say that's 7 or 8 for him tonight.
And first lead of the night for the Flames. And the crowd, everyone's stunned here. Can't believe it. The Flames are up by 1. 4:45 left to play in the second half. Pratt with the ball gives it to Deontay. Deontay will take it all the way. Thought he was fouled. And I think McCrillis will be coming in for Deontay. Johnson took it all the way, but he was fouled.
Yeah, again, Ian Johnson right there really looking to just create an opportunity. He dived toward the basket, got the, the pass from the inbounder and, went up just looking to draw some contact, and he was able to do that. He's going to head to the line right now with a chance to add to his point total.
Makes the first one. Really needed that. It's been our first points in a while. Misses the second. Dakota Pratt with a big rebound. It's good. And just like that, we're up by 2. And after the big basket by Pratt, fouls Luke Charlton. He'll be going to the line shooting for a possibility for an and 1.
Yeah, an answer right back there by Welch College to, I want to say, tie it back up. I think one of the biggest storylines as we kind of get a little bit deeper into this game, ultimately both teams are going to be in the double bonus, pretty soon here. The Eagles already are shooting 2 on any foul. So really look for Coach Gatch to have his best free throw shooting lineup on the court right now. Micah Keener is our best free throw shooter. He shoots a little over 93%. He's not in the game right now, so ultimately one of the guys you're definitely looking at, Dakota Pratt, he's shooting almost 67% from the free throw line. Ian Johnson shoots right around 63%. Marlon Gardner, 85%. So you're looking, that's what Coach Getch is doing here with his lineup right now. He's trying to put his best players in here for the foul situation that they can get to the line and we can continue to convert from the line.
And full timeout by the Eagles, and we'll be taking one as well. And we're back. 51-52 is the score. Eagles are down by 1. 4:10 left to play in the second half. And the Flames will look to inbound. 35. Tyler Justice checked in the game for the Flames. And if you're the Eagles, you got to watch out for Justin Scott. He's made some big threes for the Flames.
Yeah, the Flames are definitely playing really well right now. The Eagles need a defensive stop. Right there you saw John Clay, fouled number 20. Justin Scott right there, they're going to send him to the line. He's going to have the chance to stretch the lead to as many as 3.
I think they were so afraid he was going to come off that screen and shoot a 3 that they gave the foul. I mean, I'd rather have that than the 3-point shot. Maybe he'll miss them.
Yeah, maybe just a little overzealous there on defense by John Clay. You need, especially with the foul situation the way it is, you want to see him make a smart play right there, because ultimately when you're almost in the double bonus, any play like that could lead to 2 points. Thankfully, it didn't right there.
McCrillis with the rebound. Gardner will bring it up. Pratt gets it to Clay. Clay to Johnson. They lose it. Somehow Pratt was able to save it. Nice pass to Ian. Almost loses it. The fake. And it's no good. Tyler Justice with the rebound. And I think about everyone's shocked right now. Hopefully we get something going. The crowd get into this game.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little shocked right now. Like I said, we beat them by 28 early in the year. But that's what I love about the game of basketball. Any given night, any team can do anything. So you definitely like to see that. Good, hard play there by John Clay, looking to drive to the basket. He's going to go to the line right now. He's going to have a chance to tie this game right up.
Some big free throws right here. Need them to go to tie this game. With almost 3 minutes left to play in the second half. Makes the first. Barnett will be checking in for Luke.
We talked about good free throw shooters. John Clay is shooting right around 94% on the season, so he's one of those players, if you're Coach Gatchett, you want to see at the line right there. A little cold-blooded right there, knocks them both down and knot this game back up at 53.
I have a tied ball game now. 3 minutes left to play. JT Jones takes it all the way. An offensive foul. Nice play to Gardner. He's pumped as well as the crowd, and it'll be Eagles ball.
Yeah, that's one of those things you're definitely looking for. You're looking for a spark. Maybe that is something that helps provide it and, maybe propels the Eagles to a victory tonight.
Clay brings the ball up. Nice fake pass to Gardner. Gets it back to Clay. With another fake. He'll pull it up. Misses. Pratt with a big rebound. He is fouled. And he'll be going to the line.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier. Dakota shoots right around 67% from the line. Big offensive rebound right there for him, and it's good to have him going to the line.
Yeah, he's not usually have his normal game, but he's still having an impact, and that's what good players do. Not we usually see in the double-double, but somehow he's having a big impact, and you like players like that,
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to have your best stuff every night. You've seen that with the Eagles tonight. I can honestly say that there hasn't been many guys who have come out here and had their best stuff. But you like to see that out of Dakota. He's still working down on the, for rebounds, and ultimately gives himself a chance right there to make 2 free throws and give the Eagles the lead.
Eagles with a 2-point lead. Crowd game back in the game. 2:30 left to play in the second half. Jones with the ball. Gets it to Ward. Ward back to Jones. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Gets it to Ward. Ward gets it to Scott. He'll pull it up. In and out. Gardner with the long rebound will push it up. Passes to McCrillis with the, he almost got it to go. Pratt with the rebound, and it'll be Flames ball. And he said Flames got a timeout. And it'll be Flames ball, full timeout with 2:06 left to play.
I think if you're Coach Getch there, you'd really like to see Jared just go ahead and slam that ball. He wasn't able to, and it ends up going down as a turnover. And, ultimately Welch College is going to have the ball. 2 minutes left in the game. Down by 2, they're going to have a chance to maybe either tie or take the lead on this next possession.
Don't forget, we have some big games coming up, so tune in. We'll be updating you at the end of this game. But also, don't forget, you can always check online with our live streaming as well, post stuff about these games. And some big games coming up soon. The Flames are be coming out of the timeout with the ball. 55-53 is the score with 2:06 left to play in the second half. We have a familiar lineup of this season of Johnson, McCrillis, Clay, Pratt, and Gardner.
Yeah, in crunch time, you tend to just go to your bread and butter lineup. You go to the guys who've been playing pretty well all season. That's what you see Coach Getch doing right here out of the timeout.
Jones with the ball. 15 left on the shot clock. Chris Simon with the ball, gets it back to Jones. Gets it to Justin Scott. Scott gets it to Jones. Barnett gets it to Scott, who really won the ball. Gets to Barnett. Barnett thought about it. He'll pull it up. No good. And somehow Chris Simon tips it in, but not paying attention. The Eagles are able to pull it up right away. It's a tied ball game. McCrillis thought about shooting it. He gets it to Gardner. It looks like they'll slow things down here. Plenty of time left to play. Gardner with the ball, gets to Clay. Almost turned over here. Ian Johnson misses it, gets the rebound, turns it over. Minute left to play. Flames call a timeout, and we will as well. What do you think out of that timeout, Noah? What's going on?
Yeah, we're going to come in. We're going to be on defense. You see Coach Sub and James Shotomu in right here. We're going to need a good defensive possession right here, tie ball game. You want to see your players be smart here. With the foul situation the way it is, you don't want to give up an easy foul. You really want to make Welch work to win this game.
Ward with the ball. Gets to Perry. Thought about shooting it. Gets to Jones. Jones blocked by Gardner. And it looks like offensive foul. And it'll be Eagles ball. Looks like they held Bratt from able to get the rebound.
Yeah, Dakota Pratt right in the middle of it all right there. Ends up getting the ball, get fouled. Again, we talk about it. He's a very good free throw shooter. He's going to come down here with a chance to give the Eagles the lead.
Yeah, nice effort by Gardner with the block. That was a huge block there. Gives us the lead. 56-55 with 40 seconds left to play. Makes both free throws. Simon inbounds to Jones. .30 seconds left to play. Crowd's in it. Perry with the ball. Back to Luke. Luke with the spin move. Misses. Pratt with a big rebound. Jump ball. And it'll be Flames ball.
Yeah, the possession arrow is going to be with the Flames right there. They're going to have another chance here. Shot clock's off, so they got a chance to maybe hold here for the last shot. Ultimately, you don't necessarily need the three. You get a two here and maybe send this game into overtime. if you're the Flames, you probably don't want to play overtime. So ultimately, it'll be interesting to see what their coach has for us outside of out of the timeout.
Yeah, 17 seconds left to play. Like you said, they'll probably try to play for the one last shot. You want to watch out for Justin Scott. He's hit some big shots.
Yeah, he's been one of their better players tonight. If I'm Coach Getch, I'm looking to maybe get the ball out of his hands early on. I think the other thing I'm also telling my players in this timeout is that ultimately make them earn this. Don't give them a chance to go to the line with a chance to tie this ball game. You really want to force them to make a shot here to tie it up or win it. You don't want to lose the game at the free throw line or even give them a chance to send it into overtime.
And it'll be Flames ball. 17 seconds left to play. Eagles are up by 2. And Justin Scott will inbound for the Flames. Jones, a quick pull-up. Was expecting that, and he makes it. That definitely was not a part of the plan.
Yeah, that was a huge shot. We expected them to maybe wait a little bit longer in the shot clock, but he takes the shot right there, drains it, puts them up by 1. Again, Coach Getch is going to have an opportunity here to get the ball in the hands of the player he wants, give him a chance to win the game. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what he draws up.
Yeah, I thought for sure they were going to play for the last shot, but I mean, it was a good play because it caught everyone off guard, caught all the Eagles off guard.
Yeah, I think we were all a little bit caught off guard there.
10 seconds left to play in the second half. Eagles are down by 1 now. Big 3 by Jones. He had the quick pull up, and it was a big opportunity here for the Eagles. 10 seconds left to play. We'll see if the Eagles are able to pull up the lead or maybe go to overtime. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. And the Eagles will have to inbound all the way from the opponent's side with 10 seconds left. If you're the Flames, you don't want to foul because the Eagles have been doing well at the free throw line. And if you're the Eagles, you don't want to take a dumb shot.
Yeah, if you're the Flames coach, you're definitely telling them, don't foul right here. Make them, again, we mentioned it on this side, make them earn the basketball. You see the Flames in a little bit of a full court press here, trying to add some extra pressure and maybe see if this young Eagles team will make a mistake.
And Flames call timeout. And we'll take one out as well. And we're back. 10 seconds left in the second half after 2 timeouts by both teams. McCrillis will look to inbound.
Yeah. We're about to play for all the marbles right here. Ball goes to Ian Johnson. He's going to bring it down the court.
Goes all the way. An offensive foul.
It's not over yet right there. Ian, it is an offensive foul. The biggest thing you're going to see right here, look for coach to try to foul one of these guys early, make them make a couple free throws at the line, give himself another opportunity, another offensive possession.
Chris Simon will look to inbound.
Ultimately, the first thing you look for right here is a steal. If you don't get the steal, you're going to try to foul pretty quickly.
Almost, and look, should be Eagles ball. Wow, it's Flames ball. It looks like Ian Johnson got it and went off of Perry. But no, ref say Flames ball.
This isn't a bad position to have them, there's not much of an angle here, so you might still get a chance at a shot. They tried the deep ball, the foul right there by James, going to send, number 10 to the line, Luke Charlton.
What you got to do is if they miss it, you got to, 3 seconds not left. I don't think we have a lot of timeouts either.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm their coach, I'm honestly telling my guy maybe to miss that second one. I don't know if we have any timeouts right now, but it's going to be, that's a lot of distance to try to push in 3.4 seconds.
This is the first one. And I think we do have. And we have one timeout. So if they make it, we'll call a timeout. Makes a second. I don't know. I thought it's.
You see John Clay checking in there for the Eagles, one of the better three-point shooters on the team, so you can tell what they're going to try to do. Coach Getch is going to call a timeout here, so maybe they can talk it over and get some sort of play set up to give themselves a chance at winning this game.
Yeah, I liked what they did with Ian Johnson. It's just unfortunately he got the offensive foul, but I liked what they were trying to do. I don't know if they have enough time now to do that, so they got to be careful not turning it over. Try to get a shot off.
Yeah, now this isn't like the girls' game where the full timeout will, take it to half court. They are going to have to go the entire distance. That was a nice play the last possession by Ian to maybe try to go to the rack. Ultimately, maybe try to get fouled and give yourself a chance at winning this game. So we'll see what Coach has drawn up out of here. Maybe look for that long inbounds pass or a quick pass and then another pass down the court. Ultimately, they're looking to just try to get something off in the next 3.4 seconds. Ultimately, you're looking for a tie. You'd love a win right here.
3.4 seconds left to play in the second half. I know the first half we were saying it was kind of slow, but no, this second half surely picked up. Flames came out of nowhere, got hot, and they are up now.
Yeah, the Eagles had a 15-point lead with probably 12 or 13 minutes remaining, but Welch has really been able to do a really good job of getting themselves back into this game, giving them an opportunity to hit a big three, and now ultimately giving them an opportunity to maybe win this ball game.
And he's fouled.
He's going to be shooting right there. That's John Clay. He's going to be shooting. Or did they foul Ian Johnson? Who was the foul on here?
On Simon. And you know what? I don't know if that was really, as I'm an Eagles fan, but that was, and I see the coach, and he has every right to be frustrated. That was, I don't know if I would call it such a close situation.
It gets pretty quiet in here.
Makes the first one.
Hey, what he said, he's a 93% free throw shooter on the season. Ultimately, he's going to have a chance right here to, tie this ball game up with 1.2 seconds left.
Lead. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, I guess we'll go to overtime if they makes it. Let's hope. Big free throw right here. And that's the ball game. Big free throw right there. Missed it.
Yeah, he was unable to convert that free throw right there, and ultimately the Eagles are going to lose this game. Very hard-fought game by both sides. Scrappy victory by the Flames. Definitely a victory that they can, be proud of this evening. So,
yeah, Flames, the ladies and the men pulled off both. Eagles fought hard, almost won back, but that's what happens. But we're proud of them. It was a good game. I was entertaining. Don't forget we have some big games coming up. On that, on behalf of Noah Ferry and myself, Stephen Bell, good night, and tune in for the next games.